my gosh, look, it's the person who wants to maintain perfect grades throughout the entire school year, but suddenly by the time January comes around, they can't manage to find the motivation to do work anymore. But you know what? That's not gonna be you because you clicked on this video. This is how I maintain above a 4.0 while doing sports, getting at least 7 hours of sleep, which is so important for your learning, by the way, and having time for myself every single day to do things like play Minecraft, record YouTube videos, call my friends, and rest and chill and have fun. So we're gonna get straight into it because I know if you're a busy student, you do not have time to watch a full 15-minute video on this. Speaking of which, time managing and time efficiency is so important, especially in your later years of high school when you are stacking up APs and extracurriculars and you literally don't even have time to eat. So if you have free periods or like breaks throughout the day, lunch, whatever, try to utilize that time as much as possible. Obviously, don't sacrifice like socialization. Like if lunch is the only time you can really talk to friends, I would say talk to your friends. If you're getting to the point where you don't have time to eat, it might be time to start doing a little bit of work during lunch because you need to prioritize having free time to yourself over being on your phone during lunch or talking to your friends. Like sometimes your own health matters more than that stuff. Additionally, do your work efficiently. Like a lot of work, especially in high school, is just busy work. You don't need to spend so much time going through each little aspect of something like busy work. If you can, try to utilize busy work as a form of studying, but in the end, a lot of it's busy work. You don't need to spend a lot of time on it. Do your best, of course, but make sure you allocate the amount of time that's appropriate to it. Something that I do is that throughout the entire school day, I like lock in. And that's because when you get home, you're gonna end up scrolling for an hour and you're gonna end up wanting to play games. You're gonna want to talk to your mom about your day. Like you are not gonna be as focused as you are in the school environment where you are designed to do work. This is a little bit controversial. I try to put as many of my like assignments or tasks on my computer so that I can do them in classes that I already understand the material of. So for example, as we know, I'm a big psychology person. So AP Psych comes pretty naturally to me. Even though we have vocab books, I put my vocabulary onto like a document so that I can study it in something like AP Psych rather than at home because I already understand a lot of AP Psych, so I can kind of utilize that time to do something else. Another piece of advice that I have is to always learn concepts over memorizing. So for something like math, don't always memorize things, learn concepts, build on top of a foundation. A lot of things end up working together. Learning the concepts over just memorizing like how to differentiate through formulas and stuff, the concepts matter a lot too. Like actually understanding the material is what's going to get you a 5 on the AP exam versus a 4 or a 3. It's what's going to help you excel in the class over just doing average, because those concepts are the concepts that you need to apply to those harder problems. So make sure you learn those concepts. It's also going to help you be able to build on top of your foundation better because all these concepts intertwine, kind of like roots of a tree, I like to think of it. Like everything kind of just like comes together and it's like super cool. And third, always ask questions as soon as possible. If you know me, you will catch me always at an extra help. I'm always there. Even if I'm the top of the class, you will catch me at extra help because how do you think I stay top of the class? I go to freaking extra help. Last year in AP Pre-Calc, I had a 97 and like 2 days a week, I was at extra help. Did I need extra help? No, but I needed to get the best grade in the class. Did I get the best grade? I don't really know. I didn't talk to people. I will stay after class if I don't understand a problem, and I will make sure that I understand it before I leave. Make sure you understand everything. Don't let something that you don't understand just slip under the rug. It's gonna come up on the test and you are gonna be screwed. Lastly, have study schedules. For example, I always study the entire day at school. I don't do work Friday nights. Right now it's a Friday night, I'm not doing work. I do a little bit of work on Saturdays, but not usually a lot, just like easy work. And then Sundays I really lock in. So have a study schedule that works for you. You know, those are the basic tips, you know, go to extra help, use your time efficiently. But if you stay this far, you get like the elite tips. You get the tips that are not really spoken about too much. Firstly, kind of what I was saying with learn concepts over memorizing, everything connects with everything. You can relate things from math class into your science class, things from your science class, history into English. Like everything is intertwined because the world is intertwined. You learn about the world and the world is connected. So of course, things that you learn about the world are going to be connected. So when you make these connections, that's what really makes you a good student. Things like essays or discussions or tests where you need to apply concepts to problems you haven't seen before, that's all making connections. That I think really makes or breaks how you like logically think. Last thing I want to mention is Make sure you study throughout the week, not just the day before an exam. This is super important. I just had a chemistry exam like yesterday, and I studied like half an hour before, and the grades haven't come out, so maybe I did terrible, but I felt pretty good about it. And how did I do well on this AP Chem unit exam when I didn't study much? I studied throughout the week. I did practice problems throughout the week. I went to extra help throughout the week. Spaced out learning helps you learn and retain things better. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to always be kind and keep on educating yourself. I love you so much. Bye!